Langflow is a powerful low-code platform with the help of which you can make AI agents and RAG applications. It provides a very intuitive visual interface which is easy to learn and use. Today, we are going to create a financial report analyzer application which allows you to ask questions via a chat interface. Hi, I am Ashish Agarwal and welcome back to Coders Academy. A small note, this is not a sponsored video, it is done for the sake of education and learning. And if you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. In this assignment, it's very important to watch it till the end and do not miss any step. It can become quite difficult if you skip the steps. So let's get started with the demo. To get started, we will have to get our ChromaDB instance ready. So we'll visit the PowerShell and run the command chroma run localhost 8000. So ChromaDB is a choice of vector database. So we'll quickly verify that the instance has started by visiting localhost 8000 and check for the heartbeat. It displays you the seconds here, nanoseconds, so which means that the ChromaDB is running. Now we go to the VS Code editor and we'll get our Langflow up and running. I'm using here UV as a package manager. Please check my previous video about how to install UV and ChromaDB if you haven't done that already. We'll now visit the local instance of Langflow by visiting on the port 7860. This is how the UI for Langflow looks like. So these are the previous projects that I've already created. We'll get started with a blank flow and we'll give it a name. So our project name is Demo Langflow. We'll provide a meaningful description. And an endpoint and hit save. So this is our canvas on the right side. We'll get started with an input component called file. So we'll drag the component on the canvas or hit the plus icon. Using this, you can select a file and check if it is basically able to read the files from our local system. So this is an existing file which is already there. So it's working fine. Now we'll get started with a split text component. We'll require this to break the input file, which will be a PDF, into chunks. So we'll have to give a configuration of the chunk overlap and chunk size. So we'll keep the chunk overlap default value and change the chunk size to 4000. You can make a choice of your own. You can change it to any value you wish. Now what we will require is, we'll require our vector DB to be configured in the project. So we'll take ChromaDB component here. So every ChromaDB starts with a collection. So we'll have to first create a collection. The name that we are giving here is Green Tech. You can give any name you wish. And it requires a persistent directory. This is the local directory where the data will be saved. So it's called, let's call it as ChromaDB. Now for every component of vector, you will also require something called as embedding model. So since we are making use of Google, I have chosen the Google embedding models. So I insert my global key as Gemini API key and select a model name. So this is how my layout looks like at the moment. I have 4 components on the canvas. Now we need to make a connection among these 4 components. So embedding will be connected to ChromaDB. Then the output of this split text will go to ChromaDB as ingest data. And the file data will be connected to the split text. Like so. Yeah. Now let's test this flow. So we have a sample file there. I will put the sample file in the description box. So I'll take a new file. So here is the file that I'm attaching. You can find the link of this file in the description box. And then once the file has been uploaded, I'll select that. So in Langflow, what you can do is whatever component you run at, the components before that will get executed. So when I hit the run on ChromaDB, all the previous components, including that, gets executed. So as you can see, this particular part of the flow is running well and there is no error. So now what we will do is we'll have to create the second part of the assignment where we will have a chat input added as a component. This will serve as an input to the application. We'll then add a prompt component. So this is the prompt component that we have added. Then we will require an agent. So let's type an agent. This is the one that will take our prompt and the user input and provide an output. So we'll start also adding an output component to the application to our canvas. Okay. Now we need to configure these particular components. So we'll first start with configuring our agent. So in the agent, since we have chosen Gemini as our model, so we make a model selection of Gemini, rather provider, and then we have several options for the models under Gemini. So we can pick any model that you wish. I am picking Gemini 2.0 Flash. We'll configure our Gemini API key, and then our agent configuration is ready. Okay. So if you wish, you can configure some of the other values. Now we will have our prompt added. So what I have said here is your primary goal is to accurately answer the questions by utilizing the company database. Use RAG to fetch the question and answers. And this format is to given question variable, and then answer. Now we'll make the connection with all these components like before. So the chat input will go as a question input to prompt. The output from agent will go to the chat output. Okay. And the prompt message will go as an agent instruction to the agent. So now we have these 4 components ready along with the connections established among 4 of them. Okay. So these are the 4 components here: chat input, prompt, agent, chat output. I don't know, for some reason the model got deselected, so I'm making the selection again. So I'll select any model can be selected. So this time I'm selecting flashlight. So this is how our canvas looks like. Now in order for these parts of the application to work together, we require a parser. So we need to connect both the sections of this application with a parser. Okay. So this is the one which will basically take the input from ChromaDB, parse that output, make sure that you select the mode as stringify, and then connect the parsed output to the prompt. So let's do that now. So we connect the parser output to the prompt. At the same time, the chat input will also go to the ChromaDB because the input given by the user needs to be converted into embeddings and chunks, and at the same time the second input will go to the agent. Okay, so I'm just quickly changing it to a dark theme so that it's easier for everyone to see and understand the canvas and the project. That looks better. So here is what our canvas project so far looks like. So we have a file, the text splitter, the embedding model from Google, ChromaDB as a vector DB, the chat input which goes to the Chroma, then we have a parser which goes to prompt, the prompt goes to an agent, and finally we have the chat output. So that's the chat output we have. Now we also have to establish a connection between ChromaDB and the parser. So now this looks like a complete connection for our project for this particular document analyzer. Okay, so we'll change the name of our agent. So let's do that. So we hit the edit button there next to the agent. We give it a document analyzer agent as the name. If you wish, you can change the name of the other components also. But I think this completes our flow where we have used a chat input and communicate with our model using Gemini's flashlight model and ChromaDB as a vector database. Okay, so now is the time to test it out. So let's hit the playground. Now you can ask any question based on the document. So I'm starting with the question, what company's financial report is this? So the model is now processing the query, converting it into chunks, and now the agent should give us an answer back. Yeah, so the financial report is for green tech innovation, right? So that is the answer. Now next question is, and which financial result, which year the result is for? So it says the year ending 2024. Okay, now the next test we are doing is, what is the company's business? So it has correctly identified, specializes in the renewable energy solutions. You can see the breakup of the input and output for every question from the chat interface here. You can also see the timestamp. Now if you visit our VS Code, you can see the working of the chain here and the responses that the model is giving us from here, right? So this is another way to verify the output for all the questions. So in this demo, you guys saw how we created a simple AI agent using Langflow, and we literally did no coding at all. So it's that simple to create applications using Langflow. If you like the content, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what is the next demo you would like to see. Thank you.